Oh man, you need to get back like the rebate.
Looking back at the performances so far, where do you feel like this could go as far as this tour?
I mean, it can go so many different ways, man, to be honest with you. From where we started, it seemed like no one really knew. I mean, as far as the artist is concerned, no one really knew exactly where it could go. But after, experiencing the first show, you start to get the feeling like, hey, man, there's a lot of talent involved with this from different regions. People bring different styles, different things to the table. And you start to think if you can kind of combine the notoriety of all these artists and kind of put that together in one pot, you might actually have something. And then after just wrapping up the second show, and seeing the artists really develop and come into their own and get more comfortable with each other, being excited to see each other, like myself, knowing Al's music this time around after the first show, first time meeting him, got his project, fell in love with it, and listened to it every day since. I know every song word for word. So even if there's nobody else in the crowd feeling this stuff, I feel this stuff, and I'm there front and center, standing up, supporting them. So I think, I mean, the possibilities are endless, man. I hope that we can take this tour nationally and then, international. That'd be great. That's what I would like to see, bro.
You think you see collaborations coming out of this?
Absolutely.
These artists together?
I'm already working on sending 2 beats to Al. I got some stuff that I want to send to SK as well. And as more people get involved and stay consistent, I'm pretty sure that there'll be more collaborations coming up. I seen Al actually talking to 330, sister 330, whatever. So who knows what's gonna come from it? I mean, it's a mutual respect. Nobody has egos, man. That's the the big thing about it. Nobody has egos. Everybody's kind of like open to whatever's gonna come from it.
I think, like you said before, I mean, this is an opportunity for artists to get the type of exposure that they might never get because they're making it for themselves.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
So being a part of the showcase, it's like this is an opportunity you or any other artist could do for you. But it's more about not really trying to get signed. It's really about, okay, make the opportunity happen ourselves.
Yeah, you capitalize on independence.
I don't see why that can't happen at any point. Like, why wait? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's definitely an eye opener for the artist, though, because it's not something you would readily be able to do on your own. To be able to have an organization like Curators of Hiphop behind it, and to actually be like the brainchild of it, and to bring all these different people together, that's something that it might take the average artist years to do. Before they actually get to that level where they're like, okay, I'm ready to go out on the tour, I'm ready to go out on the road, and I'm going state to state, and I'm performing, and I'm meeting people, and I'm building a fan base. That's probably one of the most difficult parts of the entire process. Anybody can go set up a Twitter, set up, your Facebook, set up your Instagram and all that stuff, but to actually get out there and be able to meet the people and connect with the people, perform, know what it's like, that's not easy, man. People think it's easy. It's not easy to have that mic in your hand with everybody looking at you, and the crowd may not be into it. It's just, it's pressure. It's pressure. You gotta be ready for that, man.
I would say this is gonna be the beginning of like something that could really help a lot of artists. Because I think the whole point of it is really to give artists, like I said before, the type of exposure that they're not really getting. And but more importantly, like giving power to the artist.
Right.
So even like
Rakim Miles.
I mean, tell me a little bit about whatever live performances you've done before and how important you think that aspect of your career is going to be.
Mostly it's like you want to bring in attention. So it's like if the crowd can feel you, it's more about. I'm not really explaining
Well, like, what do you feel like you gotta do when you get up there? Yeah, whether you do one song or two songs.
Mostly grab everybody's attention. You know, try to see if they can feel my emotion, you know, my vocals, you know, let them feel what I'm spitting.
And as far as your music, like, what is it you're striving for to, obviously you want to be original, I don't speak original, but what is it you're striving for within your music to stand out from the next artist?
Well, I'm trying to change the world. I'm not trying to, you know, it's not really for the fame. It's more for, you know, change. I want to save the youth, save hip-hop, period. There's a lot of bullcrap out there right now. So, you know, just turn that around.
How much of that you think will come from the music versus, like, things you want to do outside the music?
I think other groups will actually, you know, join in also. You know, they'll open doors for other artists. You know, move in other artists that are into hip hop and lyrical content. So I think that'll be a big step. They're upcoming.
I think that's the general consensus amongst everybody, man. You know, the conversations I have with Al Great. That's like he's fast, you know, quickly becoming my brother, man. Like just talking to him and getting to know more about him through his music. That's the thing. I think sometimes when you listen to Al's music, you know, you could hear the flash. The average casual listener would only hear the flash in his music, and, you know, because he's got seriously dope beats. Street Scott did a great job on you know, the bulk of the production on this album, and then you have you know, you have some features. This man Deuce is on there, and a couple other people, vocalists he's got on there. It's dope. So, you know, on the surface of it, it's like you get caught up in that. But then when you actually start to pay attention to the content, and you start to hear the consistent references to his son and certain things that he's experienced, you know what I mean? Like I remember on one song he was actually talking about how like his brother is raising 4 kids on his own, and he hasn't seen his wife in, you know, Lord knows how long. You know what I mean? He's doing what he's doing, you know, for situations such as that. So the general consensus amongst everybody, from SK to Rakim to Al Gray, is that we all care about the music. Like it's not just about fame. It's not about getting a dollar. It's not about cashing out. For us, it's really about preserving the culture, man. Like really, truly having an impact on people's lives. When you do something musically, it's like, man, I have to say something. I have to do something. You know, yeah, we want you to have a good time. We want you to enjoy the music. We want you to appreciate, you know, the hard work that we put into it. But ultimately, we want you to walk away from it with something, you know, that you didn't have before you press play. I think that's just a, you know, a general, like I said, consensus amongst everyone. Everyone feels that way. I want you to appreciate the music, and I want to have an impact on hip hop. So when it's all said and done, you want to be, you know, one of the people that they refer to. Like, nah, that guy right there, he's got some stuff for him. You know, I think overall that's what it comes down to.
Sure, definitely.
A safe way to kind of put it is, it's like most of the artists involved in this whole thing, they definitely stand for something like more than just doing it.
Absolutely.
I sat down with SK last week and she was saying like her main motivation moving forward is like liberation, you know, coming from like not just the Black Power perspective, a heavy influence from the Black Power perspective, but you know, the human power perspective, you know what I'm saying, but definitely with the influence on that. And it's safe to say like this hip hop thing, or what it could be, is like just powerful. It's like a modern civil rights.
Absolutely. You know, you look at somebody like Rakim, right? Rakim, 19 years old. Yeah. So at 19 years old, for him to even have the understanding that he has, where he's at lyrically, to be content in his own skin, you know, that's something you don't find. Typically, teenagers go all over the place trying to find themselves, trying to figure out who they are. And, you know, they're suffering from an identity crisis, so it's like it'd be easy for him to just go and say, look, I'm gonna do this trap music, you know, I never sold a drug in my life, you know what I mean? I'm just go ahead with it because this seems like this was appealing. So he's taking a risk by even attempting to be himself and say, nah, I'm gonna talk about my own life. I'm gonna talk about how, you know, I do things my way, and if you mess with me because of you mess with me, you know, oh well, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna be true to myself. So I mean, that's a testament again to you know what Curators of Hiphop stands for, and what each individual involved as far as the artist is concerned.
Yeah, like Matt said, most artists out there, you know, they're looking for follow an image that everyone else is portraying. You know, they're not trying to, you know, make, you know, start their own movement. So that's definitely a big change that we're trying to make.
I guess it's to be continued, man.
Indeed. COHH, man.